Hello guys, this is your Eurovisionary voice calling. This time I'm going to show you my reactions to the results announcement that this year is going to be presented in a different way. Okay. So excited. What about you? Oh yes, so they are talking about those 3 countries that will be presented. Okay, so we've got Iceland, Norway and Estonia, who is going to be revealed as the first one. Okay. Who's that? Norway! Okay, congratulations, Norway. It was in my top 10. And it also was predicted by the bookmakers to make it to the final. Okay. Now we've got whom? Poland, Albania and Ukraine. Who will be the next qualifier? Albania. Congratulations, Albania. Albania. Graz. It wasn't in my top 10, but bookmakers predicted that, and a lot of fans wanted Albania to make it to the final. Okay. What about Poland and Ukraine? They were presented there. Cyprus, Sweden and Belgium. Okay, so who is the third country? Sweden qualifies for the final. Well done. It was in my top 10. It was predicted to be the first in the semi-final. Okay, who's next? Iceland, San Marino and Portugal. Okay. So, who's next? Okay, so Iceland goes through to the final. So, great job. Good job. It was in my top 10. It was also... Oh no, it was not predicted by the bookmakers to make it to the final. So it could be kind of a surprise, but not for me. Estonia, the Netherlands and Azerbaijan. Who is the next country? The Netherlands makes it to the final. Congratulations, bravo. It was in my top 10, actually it was my number 1 to be honest. And it was also predicted by the bookmakers. Okay, we've got Cyprus, Croatia and Poland. So Poland once again, maybe this time Poland will be announced as the qualifier. Poland, yes! Yeah! Okay. Bravo! Congratulations! Yes, so Poland secures a place in the final. Great. It was in my top 10, and also bookmakers predicted this correctly. So we've got 4 countries left. Slovenia, Ukraine, and San Marino. Will it be Ukraine? So far they have always qualified. San Marino! Okay, congratulations. It wasn't in my top 10, but it was predicted to qualify. Actually, if I remember correctly, it was my number 11. But the vocals were much better than in the national final, so great improvement. Now we've got Estonia, Croatia, and Belgium. Estonia, Belgium. Estonia, nice one. Advances to the final. Por favor. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 2 countries left. Okay, so we'll see. The next group is Portugal, Azerbaijan, and Slovenia. Okay, that's a nice trio. Okay, so who's next? Portugal, good call. Qualifies for the final, to be honest. That's a kicker for me. It wasn't in my top 10. It wasn't in top 10 by bookmakers either. As far as I remember, it was in the last place. That's a kicker. And the last spot left: Slovenia, Ukraine, Belgium, Azerbaijan, Croatia, Cyprus. Actually, there are 4 countries from my top 10. It will be Slovenia, Ukraine, or Belgium, one of these 3 countries. Oh no, there are more. Also, I thought that there were going to be 3 once again. So Azerbaijan, Croatia, and Cyprus. Okay. So, the last one to qualify. I'm so excited to learn that it is Ukraine. Yeah, so we might say, as always, they make it to the final. So Ukraine qualifies for the final. Applause. To be honest, it wasn't in my top 10, but it was predicted to be a qualifier. So, for me, that's a surprise that we don't have Cyprus, that we don't have Belgium, Slovenia. Okay, so the first one is Norway. Applause. It was, suppose, Albania. Congratulations on qualifying. Sweden, congrats. No surprise. Albania for me was a kicker. A singer, I would say. Iceland, well done. Then the Netherlands, good job. No surprise. And then we've got Poland, bravo. That's great that Poland advances to the final. Then we've got San Marino. Let's have a big hand for San Marino. Then we've got Estonia, nice one, makes it to the final as well. And that's a turn up for the books Portugal. Let's give a big hand to Portugal for that. And Ukraine. Applause. And for me, that's a kind of surprise. Okay, and now we've got all those 10 countries. Congratulations. Good call. I hope, guys, that you are surprised. Maybe surprised at some of the countries, but I hope that you are satisfied with the results. Let me know what you think of those results in the comment section below. Okay, great. So, as I've already said, let me know what you think of these results in the comment section below, whether your favorites advanced to the final or maybe they stayed in the semi-final. Yeah. So, thank you for watching my video, and let's meet on Thursday. I'll be back soon. Bye, guys. Oh, and don't forget, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Bye.